Hi guys, and welcome to another episode of my QR code series. So it's been a while since we had one of these, so it's really awesome to be back, and I hope you guys are looking forward to this episode. So I had one request in particular that I thought I will definitely do this, and please guys, if you've got requests and Pokemon that you want to see featured on this little mini series that we do, put them in the comment section below and I'll start making a list of everything. But the request this week was WishiWashi, so I picked WishiWashi out and I found a really kind of unique team that's kind of fitting as well, because we saw especially one of these Pokemon in the Trevenant used this past weekend in an American regional to some good success. And also my good friend Terence, who finished in the top cut of the Malmo regional, he was running Trevenant as well, so it is slightly picking up in popularity. And this team obviously has a Trevenant on as well as that WishiWashi, so just to quickly kind of go over it, it is a bit unique, and there is some like pretty cool little text on here. So you've got the Gumshoes with Protect, Last Resort with the Normalium Z, you've got the Oranguru, Foul Play, Trick Room, Instruct, Protect, the WishiWashi Scald, Ice Beam, Muddy Water, Protect, and it's got the Guava Berry, which is quite a nice item on it. If it does drop below that 25%, the Guava Berry kick in, so we don't change forms and things like that. You've got the Como O with Focus Blast, Flamethrower, Clanging Skills, and Flash Cannon holding the choice specs. So it'll be interesting to see the speed on that, whether it's going to work in Trick Room. I would imagine it probably is built for the Trick Room. We do have two Trick Room users on the team. The other one, other than Oranguru, is the Trevenant with Protect, Phantom Force, Trick Room, and Horn Leech, Harvest Ability, Citrus Berry, and the Vikavolt, rounding things up, or the Vikavolt, which has Bug Buzz, Hidden Power, which I presume is Ice, Protect, and Thunderbolt, holding the Electrium Z. So this looks like a super fun team to feature on the channel, so I'm like really looking forward to this. Hopefully I don't let you guys down. We find some really good opponents. We are playing on my Sun cart that we've just done an episode with the School of Hard Knocks with, so we're quite high up, so we should find some decent opponents. So without further ado guys, I'll just jump over to my DS and you can see the team on your screen now, and we'll jump straight on to the Battle Spot ladder, hopefully find some opponents and get some tasty games underway for you guys. So yeah, super excited. There's a lot of things on here that I haven't used at all this season, like the Como O and the Gumshoes as well. So it'll be interesting to see. So we have our first opponent of the day, 1676 rating, and they're running a team of Drifblim, Garchomp, Magnezone, Kartana, Tapu Lele, and Tapu Koko. So how are we going to approach this? We've obviously got the Tapu Lele, Drifblim, cool, but you know the nice thing about it, we have that Oranguru that can really like disrupt that core, and I find Oranguru is a very good one of the very good answers to that core, because the Drifblim can't hit it with the ghost type attacks because of its part normal typing, and the Lele is not going to be hitting for good damage with those psychic attacks under the psychic terrain. So I am going to lead off with my Oranguru, and what do I want to lead with it? Could lead double. I don't know. I don't know whether the Trevenant here is not a bad shout, to be honest. I think I might lead Oranguru, and let's have a look. Has WishiWashi got Protect? If it has, then that's going to be a good shout. Does have Protect. Does have Protect. But then we've got to be careful for that Kartana as well. It might be better off. And I will bring the Vikavolt. Let's go with this and see what happens. I haven't played with this team at all prior to this, so we're just winging it guys, we're winging it, but I'm sure we'll be fine. I've got 100% confidence that we'll be able to get through this. Be interesting to see if my opponent does lead with that Drifblim, Tapu Lele combination. None. I've got the Oranguru there, and the Trevenant as well, which does put a lot of pressure onto it. So we're going to lead off with a little mini fish. It's going to turn into many big fish, and Oranguru, and my opponent leads off with the Kartana and the Garchomp. So nice lead from my opponent there. He's going to straight away be able to put a lot of pressure onto my Oranguru for setting the Trick Room up, and obviously the Kartana's putting a lot of pressure onto my WishiWashi as well. So what can we do? We can go for the Trick Room, but then we've got to potentially, we could take a double target into that slot from the Kartana, and we could also take a Tectonic Ridge, which is very possible. So I think I might switch in. Yeah, I'm going to switch in the Vika Vault here for my WishiWashi and just protect my Orangaroo this turn, because I do have a feeling the Tectonic Ridge will probably come out into that slot. So let's have a look. Let's see what my opponent's going to go for here. So we do see a Leaf Blade into the Orangaroo, and here comes that Tectonic Ridge. So yeah, like we predicted. And if it's into the Vika Vault, then it's just a bonus for us because it's not going to do anything because of the Levitate ability. But it is into the Orangaroo, I think. Yeah. So good job we protected there. We're going to weaken the damage of that quite significantly, and it's going to give us a better chance to set up this Trick Room going to this next turn. It does crit as well, so So I would expect maybe a Rock Slide here and a Leaf Blade from the Kartana, but I think what I'm going to do is just set up a Trick Room. And should I go for, oh, I could go for the Z move into that Kartana, but it might be sashed. That's the other thing. I am just going to go for a Thunderbolt into that Kartana and go for a Trick Room. So let's see. We'd probably see maybe a Rock Slide and a Leaf Blade. Ooh, it's going to be very close. And a Fire Fang. Okay. So we are going to get the Trick Room off, which is nice. Do get the Thunderbolt off onto the Kartana. It's not quite enough to pick up the KO there, but we do get the Trick Room off, more importantly. So that's huge. So now I could go for an Instruct. Get the T-Bolt off onto that Kartana, and then get the hidden part ice onto the Garchomp. Or I could just go straight for a Foul Play, because I imagine the hidden part ice is going to be enough to take out this Garchomp. So I'm just going to go for the hidden part ice and the Foul Play from my Orangaroo into the Kartana. That should be enough to take it out, and go for a hidden part ice into the Garchomp. So we see the Kartana actually detect here. Hopefully this hidden part ice, hopefully this is enough to take this Garchomp out. We know it's not Assault Vest because of the Tech Rage. So yeah, we do take the Garchomp out. So putting us in a nice position now. We'll see what my opponent's got left to bring in. Foul Play just going into that Detect on the Kartana. Now this next turn we might be able to, yeah, okay. So we're looking pretty good now. We're looking really good. Because we can go for that Foul Play again into the Kartana slot. That should be enough, like I say, to pick up the KO. We know this Drifblim probably can't protect. Drifblim don't normally carry Protect, so I'm going to go for the Gigavolt Havoc into this slot. And that should be enough to pick up the KO there onto the Drifblim. We do see the Kartana withdraw. Tapu Lele come in now. But we're really taking advantage of these Trick Room turns and really punishing my opponent. Even with the boost here, the Drifblim is not surviving this Gigavolt Havoc. I don't think, depending on how this Vikavolt's trained, but I don't think it's going to survive. Vikavolt's got like a ridiculous base special attack, so this should be enough. And then we just got the Kartana and the Tapu Lele to take care of. Let's see. Yeah, easy. Too easy. So the Drifblim goes down there, and we get a Foul Play off into this Lele. It won't do very much damage, but yeah, just enough to chip it down. And now we can start instructing things. Now I would imagine that my opponent would probably go for a double Protect here to stall out the Trick Room, but I am going to just go for an Instruct onto my Vika Vault, and go for a Bug Buzz into the Tapu Lele. If I can get 2 Bug Buzzes off into that slot, then we should be able to clean the game up. Kartana does go for the Detect. So we get the Bug Buzz off into the Tapu Lele. Yeah, do some good damage, and Oranguru going to instruct the Bug Buzz, which should be enough to take this Tapu Lele out, and then we've just got this Kartana to deal with. So that should be enough to kind of close the game up. Take the Tapu Lele down, and this is the last turn of Trick Room, so we'll just go for an Instruct, and we'll go for another Bug Buzz into the Kartana. This should be game. So yeah, my opponent just forfeits there, so good game to my opponent, and not a bad way to start the episode, guys. Yeah, underestimating the team, really showing through there. So I think just making that good call turn 1, kind of predicting the Tectonic Rage, making sure that Oranguru could get the Trick Room up, and then from there it was easy enough with the Vikavolt to kind of just start picking things off, and just showing how good it is against the faster mods of teams when they don't have the Trick Room techs in there as well to kind of counter that sort of team. So good game to my opponent, like I say, and we will move on to game 2 and see if we can find another opponent pretty quickly. So yeah, I enjoyed that game, enjoyed it. It's a pity we didn't get to use too many of the other Pokemon. We only kind of really featured the Oranguru and the Vikavolt. We bought the WishiWashi, but it didn't really do much there, so it was a bit disappointing. But hopefully this game we'll kind of get to feature a few more things and see how the team kind of operates. It is very kind of different and cool, but yeah, hopefully we kind of do get a bit more in-depth with it this game. So we have our next opponent running a team of Tapu Koko, Mimikyu, Tapu Bulu, Gigalith, Arcanine, and Porygon 2. So my opponent here has a definite Trick Room mod, so we do need to be very careful of that. Obviously the Mimikyu and the Porygon 2 being the Trick Room setters there. We've still got the Tapu Koko being the fastest Pokemon on the team. And the Gigalith will be able to take advantage of the Trick Room once it is set up. Let me just have a quick look at this WishiWashi. I just want to see its speed stat because I'm not massively familiar with. I don't think you can see. Oh, there we go, 40. So yeah, it doesn't. I don't think it will underspeed the Gigalith in the Trick Room, which is a bit of a problem. Let's think. What can we go for here? What can we go for? I think I might go Como or Gumshoes. I am going to bring the Trevenant and Vikavolt again is quite good here, but then it's very weak to the rock slides and stuff like that. So I think I might go WishiWashi here. We'll see how we get on with that. We'll see if this does the job. I really want to try this Gumshoes out because it's got the Normalium Z, which is just it's going to be a huge nuke because it's got decent base attack, and then once we kind of get that off, if we can get a Protect off, and then we can start using that last resort and start kind of abusing that part of the team. But let's see, this might not be as straightforward as we think. So my opponent is leading off with the Mimikyu and the Arcanine. We'll lead off with a Como and a Gumshoes. So we will take an Intimidate from this Arcanine. I'd imagine the Arcanine to probably switch out here for the Gigalith, and the Mimikyu go for a Trick Room. That would be my initial thoughts here. We've not really got too much where we can like I can double Flash Cannon the Mimikyu here and switch in my WishiWashi, which I think I'm going to do for my Gumshoes. Go for the Flash Cannon, lock ourselves into that, because then if the Gigalith does come in, at least we're locked into something we can hit both targets with super effectively. We're kind of covering that by switching in the WishiWashi if the Arcanine does stay in and the Trick Room does go up, but let's see how it goes. So, like I say, I do expect the Arcanine to possibly switch out here for the Gigalith, but it doesn't like it is gonna. So So we do switch in our WishiWashi. Schooling activates. Turns into the biggest fish in the pond. So we see the Arcanine just go for a protect here. So let's see what this Mimikyu is going to go for. Probably going to go for a play rough. Maybe into the Como slot. But we are faster than it, which is... Yeah, so we do see the Trick Room. So, this is actually doing us a huge favour now, because that Arcanine can't freely switch out. We threaten a KO onto the Mimikyu and the Arcanine with both our Pokemon here. I think I'm just going to go straight for a Scald onto the Arcanine. That should be enough to... Well, it depends how it's trained, obviously. But WishiWashi's got ridiculous base attacks. So we do see the Arcanine withdraw. Is it going to be the Gigalith? But it is a Tapu Bulu. Okay. Okay. But we should be able to pick up the KO onto the Mimikyu. We might get a Scald as well. We might get lucky with a Scald here. Burn. I mean, no burn, no. We do get the Flash Cannon off. So this should be enough to pick up the KO onto the Mimikyu. And again, we've got the Flash Cannon to take advantage on the Tapu Bulu as well, so that's going to do really good damage. So the next turn we could potentially, depending what comes in, go for a Flash Cannon and a nice beam into that slot. We should possibly be underspeeding the Tapu Bulu. We will have to check our speed tiers that we're running, but we're not in the worst position at all. So we do see the Gigalith come in. It is going to take straight away advantage of this Trick Room. Now let's have a quick look at this Como its speed stat. So it's actually pretty quick. Okay, so it's going to be the slowest thing on the field at the moment. Let's have a look at the Trevenant. What have we got on here? We could switch in the Trevenant, protect our WishiWashi. Or we could just go for a Flash Cannon, to be honest. I don't think we're going to get killed by anything that's on the field at the minute. So I am just going to go for a Flash Cannon into the Tapu Bulu, and I'm going to protect my WishiWashi this turn. So we'll see what this Gigalith goes for. Could go for a Stone Edge or a Rock Slide or a Continental Crush, but it does go for a Stone Edge into the Como. But yeah, not doing hardly any damage at all. And we do see a Bloom Doom coming out from the Tapu Bulu, and this is probably into the WishiWashi. But because we've protected, we should be able to take this. Hopefully, it's going to be a ridiculously powerful move. It might end up proccing our berry if we do manage to survive. But it is into the Como. Oh, but we do resist that, so we should be able to take... Nah, no way, no way. We should be able to take that. No chance. No chance. So, my opponent seen through the double protect there very well. And double targeting the Como, or the big threat on the field there. We couldn't have protected that either way. It was choice specs. So it's a bit of a shame that we have lost that there. Now, what are we going to do to adjust? We do have the gumshoes, but we have to protect it before we can take advantage of anything. So I think I might bring in the Trevenant now. Yeah. And I kind of want to double up into the Tapu Bulu, but I can't really because of the... So I think I'm going to have to just go for a Horn Leech onto the Gigalith. And go for an Ice Beam into the Bulu. Maybe not the best idea. Rock Slide coming out from the Gigalith. We do avoid with our Trevenant. WishiWashi takes a lot of damage from that. We do get the Ice Beam off into the Tapu Bulu. Wow, that does huge damage. So we could have actually doubled into that slot. Horn Leech do very good damage to this Gigalith. And we see a Wood Hammer. So we're actually going to see the Tapu Bulu go down to the recoil here. So WishiWashi doing actually a really good job there, kind of trading 1 for 1. And now we've got the Arcanine to come in. And we've got, I think, a couple more turns of Trick Room to go. So the Arcanine's going to put a lot of pressure onto our Trevenant. But we do have the Breakneck Blitz that we can take advantage of with our Gumshoes. I hope I'm pronouncing that right as well. So, Arcanine comes in. We'll get the Intimidate off, which is a bit unfortunate. But I'm tempted just to go for a... Let's just see. Should I go for here? Because I could go for a Phantom Force. Because I'd imagine the Gigalith will probably protect here. So I could go for a Phantom Force into the Arcanine. Yeah, and go for... Yeah, a Breakneck Blitz into the Arcanine as well. So we do see a Rock Slide. It does miss the Gumshoes. Hits the Trevenant, unfortunately. We are going to get a Breakneck Blitz off. I don't know if this is going to be enough to kill the Arcanine after the Intimidate though. That's the only thing. And hopefully we don't flinch, because if we flinch then we do lose our Trevenant, which is going to be a bit of a pain to kind of close the last part of this matchup. Let's see what the damage is like on this Gumshoes. Holy wow, that's insane. Okay, so clean KO. Go for the Phantom Force. Wow, that was just insane. And is this the last turn of Trick Room? I think it might be. Trick Room ends here. I'm not too sure. If it's not, that's... Yeah, so the Trick Room ends here. So I'm just going to protect the Gumshoes, because I need to use the Protect to take advantage of that last resort. So we'll just protect there, and then that last resort we're able to use at the next turn. We'll get the Phantom Force off into the Gigalith. Not doing very much damage at all. And we'll probably take a Rock Slide here. But we see a Curse. Okay. Well, this is fine now, because we've got the Horn Leech. We've still got... I think the Grassy Terrain might leave the field now, but the Horn Leech and the last resort is going to be plenty to take down this Gigalith. So we should be able to close out the game quite easily. We do get the Citrus Berry procced on the Trevenant. And I wonder if Harvest is going to activate. Oh no, so we've still got one more turn of the Grassy Terrain. So this will be the last turn going into it now. So yeah, the Horn Leech is going to be more than enough to pick up the KO here. Oh no, the Grassy Terrain does disappear. Okay, so just ignore what I'm saying. So, Horn Leech, we'll go for that. I kind of want Gumshoes to kind of finish off this match. So hopefully the last resort goes first. I want to see how much damage it does. So, no, Trevenant is going to be able to close the game out with a Horn Leech. No, it's going to have to be that Gumshoes. After the Curse and the Grassy Terrain leaving the field, we're not doing half as much damage as we thought. Ah, and we do proc a berry on this Gigalith. So things just got super interesting here. See how much this last resort does. It's not going to do a massive amount. No, not at all. Nowhere near enough. And a Stone Edge. Ooh. Okay, so I think we've lost this game now. Definitely lost this game. Okay, yeah. There's not a lot we can do. Not a lot we can do at all. We've got like 6 last resorts. That is not going to be enough. And we're going to take a massive Stone Edge probably. So we need probably 2 more. Yeah, no way. No way. Oh, that's so disappointing. We're so close there to winning. I think the Phantom Force was definitely the wrong play there. I was thinking that the Breakneck Blitz from the Gumshoes wouldn't be enough to take out the Arcanine, and then the Trick Room ended that turn. So at least the turn after that, the Arcanine wouldn't be the fastest. Well, it would be the fastest thing on the field. So what I could do that turn if the Arcanine didn't go down was protect my Gumshoes, then get the Phantom Force off after the Arcanine had moved, and then kind of start attacking the Gigalith. But the curse there came in massively handy for my opponent, especially when the grassy terrain ended. The better play there would have been going for the Horn Leech into the Gigalith while the grassy terrain was still on the field, and we would have been able to easily finish that game. But fair play to my opponent and good games to him for seeing the win con there and going for it. But regardless of that loss, guys, that was a super fun couple of sets we've had with the team, and a really fun team. So what I'll do, I'll link this team, the link to the QR code team, in the description below if you guys want to go out and try it out. I definitely would recommend it. It is a lot of fun if you want to go onto the battle spot and try something different out, and just have a bit of fun. Definitely go and try this team out. It's a lot of fun. So I've said fun too many times. But guys, as always, I hope you've enjoyed this episode. It's nice to be back with this. We'll do probably one of these every week. So get your requests in now, and we'll start putting a list together and compiling stuff so we can start doing these a bit more regularly, and featuring Pokemon that you guys want to see. So hit the like button if you've enjoyed this episode. It is massively appreciated. Subscribe to the channel so you know when these episodes and the School of Hard Knocks episodes are coming out, as well as the team review episodes, so on, and the little side projects and stuff like that we've got going on as well. So guys, thank you so much for watching. Your support is massively appreciated. You guys are the best, and I do mean that. You guys are awesome. So I will see you tomorrow with another episode of the School of Hard Knocks, and this week's pretty cool. Like, I'm really enjoying the team that we're using this week, so hopefully we can kind of keep climbing up the ladder, the cursed ladder, and we can keep finding really tough opponents and really kind of stretch the team and see how far we can take it. But guys, you go away, enjoy the rest of your evenings. Thank you so much again for tuning in. It is always a pleasure. Take care of yourselves, whatever you're doing, and until tomorrow, I will see you then. So until then, guys, bye bye.